Now, this brand new AI YouTube channel was created just a month ago. And get this, it already has 781 million views and 2.3 million subscribers in just 1 month, which is absolutely crazy. If you take a look at what they post, it's literally just AI-generated Roblox videos, nothing else. Pretty crazy, right? Of course, I thought that was kind of strange, so I decided to do a little research, and I found another channel in the exact same niche. This one started only about 2 or 3 months ago, and it already has 1.2 million subscribers and roughly 1 billion views, which is actually even more than the first channel, which is just totally insane. Now, what these channels actually do is super simple. They just use AI to react to Minecraft shorts, and somehow it's blowing up like crazy. Even this newer channel called AI Roblox, which is also less than 3 months old, already has 1 billion views and almost 4 million subscribers. That's just unbelievable. Now, there really are not many good tutorials on YouTube that show you how to make videos like these. And even the few that do exist, yeah, they kind of gatekeep a lot. So, in this completely free course, I'm going to walk you through the entire process, step by step, on how to start a channel like this from scratch. You'll learn how to make your videos, how to come up with great ideas, and how to use AI to handle everything, from the very beginning all the way to the final upload. It really looks like the new YouTube algorithm is on fire right now. Seriously, it's making it possible for almost anyone to start a channel and blow up instantly. But before we jump into the video creation process, we need to first understand why these channels work so well. What exactly makes them explode in popularity? So here's the deal. Roblox is one of the most popular games on the planet, played by over 1 billion kids. That means there's a huge audience out there who absolutely loves watching Roblox videos. So if you create a Roblox channel and post content about it, your chances of going viral, or at least doing really well, are super high, especially with the way the YouTube algorithm works right now. Now, a lot of people think that you can't make money from YouTube Shorts, but that's totally wrong. YouTube Shorts actually pays around 10 cents for every 1,000 views. So a channel that hits 1 billion views could make about $100,000. And these kinds of Roblox AI channels are pulling in 1 billion views in just 2 months. Crazy, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what these channels do. They make Roblox content, and it's clearly working. Now, all we really need to do is study their strategy, copy what works, and replicate it. So, let's dive into step 1. Now, for step 1, you'll need a Google document. Below this video, you should see a link either in the description or in the pinned comment that will take you straight to a Google Doc that looks just like this. This document includes all the prompts we'll be using for today's tutorial, since we'll be working with a bunch of different tools to make this happen. Once you've got your prompts ready, the next thing you'll need is a chatbot. You can use any chatbot you prefer. For this tutorial, I'll be using ChatGPT, but you can use DeepSeek, Claude, or whichever one you like best. The first thing you need to do is copy the very first prompt from the Google document, the one labeled Prompt 1, and paste it into your chatbot. I recommend using the O1 model of ChatGPT because it's a little more creative, and that'll help you get better ideas. Once you've pasted your prompt and sent it, your chatbot will give you a bunch of awesome ideas. Some will be funny, some emotional, and all of them perfect for video content. Personally, I asked for 20 ideas, but if you want to generate more, you can easily tweak the number in the prompt. There's a section in blue text inside the prompt where you can adjust how many ideas your chatbot gives you. After you've got your list of ideas, the next thing to do is store them somewhere safe. I usually like using Google Docs for this, so just copy all the ideas your chatbot generated, open your browser, go to Google Docs, create a new document, and name it Video Ideas. Make the title bold so it stands out. Then paste all the ideas from your chatbot into the document. Now, you could take a quick moment to clean everything up. Fix any little typos or awkward formatting so it looks neat and polished. Now, once you've got all your ideas ready, the next thing you'll need is footage. And for that, you're going to need a screen recorder. Most operating systems, like Windows and Mac OS, already come with built-in screen recorders, so you can definitely use those if you want. But if you want more control and customization, I highly recommend using OBS Studio. All you need to do is head over to their official website, search for OBS Studio, download it for your device, and install it. The setup process is super simple and straightforward, and once you've got it running, it'll make capturing your footage much easier. If you're new to OBS, don't worry. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube that show you exactly how to use it. Just search for OBS Studio for Beginners on YouTube, and you'll find hundreds of helpful videos walking you through everything you need to know. Once you've installed OBS and you know how it works, it's time to start capturing your footage. To do that, go back to your list of video ideas and pick one of your titles. Copy that title and head over to YouTube. Then paste the title into the search bar. Scroll through the results until you find a video that matches your idea. Ideally, one in shorts format, since that's what we're focusing on. Now, if you're not finding good results, here's a little trick I like to use. Just open Google Chrome, then click the three dots at the top right corner and select New Incognito tab. Then go to YouTube from that incognito window. Now, because incognito mode doesn't have your personal data or watch history, YouTube won't use your profile to recommend content. It'll just show you the most popular videos by default. Now, just paste your video idea into the search bar again. This time, you'll probably see some of the top performing videos with millions of views that match your title. Pick one that you like. For example, I might choose one that stands out visually or has great engagement. Now, once you've chosen your video, use OBS Studio to record the exact section of the video you want to use. Just capture the part that fits your idea or concept best. When you're done recording, OBS will automatically save your footage directly onto your computer. And that's it. You've got your raw material ready to go. Now, once you've got the footage you'll be working with, which in this case is your Roblox footage, the next step is to create your avatar. For this part, you're going to need the second prompt from the Google document. So go ahead and open up that Google Doc and scroll down until you find prompt 2. Now, prompt 2 is meant to be used with a video generation platform, specifically VO3, since it's currently one of the best tools for text-to-video creation. Once you find the prompt, copy the entire section of text, everything in black. You'll notice there's some blue text in there too. That's the part you can customize. Now, if you want your character to say something different or act a certain way, just replace the blue text with whatever you want. After that, head over to a platform called Higgsfield. Think of Higgsfield like a huge library of AI tools. It's got everything from image to video to text to video tools. Basically, it's a one-stop shop for all kinds of AI content generation. So open your browser, search for Higgsfield, and sign up using your Google account. Once you're logged in, you'll land on an interface that looks something like this. All you need to do is click on the video option. When you do, it'll open a new interface where you can choose which model you want to work with. From there, select the VO3 model. Now, I usually scroll down a little and switch out the default option. Right now, mine shows the Kling 2.1 model, but I prefer to use VO3 instead. So I will just switch to that. Just click the model dropdown, choose VO3, and then you'll see a few submodels appear. For this tutorial, I'm going with the VO3.1 fast model because it's quick and efficient. Once you've picked your model, paste your prompt 2 into the text box. Then choose your resolution and make sure your aspect ratio is set to 16:9, which works perfectly for YouTube. Now, after pasting your prompt, you can also add a line for what your avatar says. For example, I'll just type and ask mine to laugh and say, "You just got trolled." I'll add this to the end of my prompt. Once you're happy with your setup and the prompt looks good, hit the Generate button to start the process. Now, while that's running, I like to also switch from VO3.1 Fast to VO3.1 and hit Generate again, so I get two different versions to compare. Once both are done, you'll see the results, and honestly, VO3 does a really impressive job. It's amazing how it can take just text and turn it into a realistic talking streamer video. When you're satisfied with what you've created, go ahead and download the clips by clicking on the download button. Now, if you're not happy with how they turned out, no worries. You can simply rerun the generation as many times as you want until you get the perfect result. And that's basically how you create your AI avatar using VO3. Alright, now once you've got your footage and you've created your avatar, the last quick stop you need to make is for your background music. You'll want to grab a few tracks that are copyright free, and the best place to find them is right on YouTube itself. So here's what you'll do. Head over to your YouTube channel, click on your profile logo at the top right corner, and then scroll down to YouTube Studio. Once you click that, a new interface should open up. It'll look something like this. Now, on the left-hand side, scroll down until you find the Audio Library option and click on it. This will open up a full library filled with copyright-free music that you can safely use in your videos. You can even filter through the songs by genre, mood, artist, duration, and more. so you can easily find something that fits your vibe. Just take your time to play around with a few tracks, listen to how they sound, and once you find one that you really like, simply click the download button. It'll save directly to your computer. And that's it. That's how you get your completely free, safe, and ready-to-use background music straight from YouTube's own library. Once you've got your music ready, it's time to move on to the next step: editing your video. Now for the editing part. The platform we'll be using for today's video is CapCut. It's super easy to use, very beginner-friendly, and perfect for putting everything together. So go ahead and create a new project in CapCut. Once you do that, you'll land on an interface that looks something like this. The first thing you'll want to do is import all the materials you'll be working with. Personally, I like to keep everything organized by storing all my files in one single folder. That includes my avatar, my background music, and my Roblox footage. Once that folder's ready, I'll just import it right into CapCut. After your files are in, the next thing you'll want to do is set up your audio. Start by dragging your background music down onto the timeline. Then add one of your Roblox clips right below it. You also need to adjust and crop your voiceover and music track so that they match the exact length of your video. You don't want anything overlapping or running too long. Once that's sorted out, stretch your timeline a bit so you can clearly see every part of your project. This makes it much easier to manage your clips and keep track of what's happening in your edit. After you've done that, the next step is to add your avatar, the one you generated earlier, right into your timeline so we can start syncing everything together. Now, to add your avatar, just drag in the video of your streamer girl laughing and drop it directly on top of your Roblox footage. Adjust it so that it lines up perfectly with the moment she needs to laugh or say something. Once you've got it in the right spot, make sure to position your streamer girl's clip so it sits right above the Roblox video on your timeline. Since we're creating shorts, your project should already be in the 16:9 ratio. So after you've added the streamer clip, go ahead and resize it. Now, you can stretch or scale it up a little so it fits better and looks more natural on screen. Once that's done, you can even add a few extra reactions at different points in the video. Maybe 2 or 3 short clips of your streamer girl reacting at different moments. This just helps make your short more dynamic and fun to watch. Now, for the next step, let's add some text to spice things up a bit. Click on the text section in CapCut. It'll give you the option to drag some default text onto your timeline. Once it's there, you can type whatever fits your scene. For example, in my gameplay clip, I'm searching for something, so I'll type, "I need more" in bold red text and place it right on screen. Little touches like that make your shorts more engaging and help catch the viewer's attention. As you play through the video, you can also add subtitles or small cues to match your streamer's reactions. For instance, when she laughs, you could add a bold caption like, "laughs," and time it so it appears exactly when she does. Once everything looks good, you can even add a bit of animation to your text to make it pop. Just click on the animation option, go to the loop section, and choose the style you like best. Maybe a bounce, fade, or slide effect. And when everything's ready, the final step is to export your video. For me, I'm just exporting mine in 4K resolution at 30 FPS, since I'm working with high-quality clips. But you can pick whatever settings suit your setup best.